Good morning and welcome to BTV, Brentford Middle School's weekly news broadcast. My name is Miguel R.
And I'm Daphne. Today is February 25th.
Want to know what's going on in the world? Here's the weekend wrap.
Yeah, you know what it is. It's the weekend rap. And this one's going out to Schaefer Park Elementary in Hayward, California. It's Flo Cab and we back on. We got a brand new weekend rap for y'all. Come on. First, let me tell you what Australia's High Court did. They ruled Aboriginals can't be deported. Even if they're not citizens, they're still not foreigners. They hold a special status and there's no more ignoring them. It was a big step for Indigenous Australians. They were there first, they can't be illegal aliens. Meanwhile, Antarctic temperatures have set a record high, rising above 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Plus an iceberg twice the size of DC broke off of the continent recently. See, this is what raises climate change concern as we keep seeing a rise in Earth's temperature. Word. On that note, let's talk about BP. When it comes to climate change, they've been facing scrutiny, but now they say that they've set a big goal to get their emissions to net zero. Plus, they plan to invest in businesses with low emissions. Some praise the move, others say it lacks vision. Listen, recently baseball was rocked by a cheating scandal when the Astros got caught sign stealing in the season of 2017. They won the World Series, but if they didn't play clean, critics say that their title should be stripped. So far for punishment, they got a slap on the wrist. Speaking of which, two professors created a bracelet that emits ultrasonic signals if you're in a place with devices that record, it'll block your dialogue. So Google Home and Alexa won't hear anything at all. Yeah, y'all, up last, NASA released a report. Pics of Arrokoth, the most distant object ever explored. And the published papers discuss how planets in our solar system formed from a cloud of dust. Plus, they say the Big Bang may not have been the cause for the start of the universe. That'll make you drop your jaws. Flow Cab and we hold it down like a ball. With the beats and the rhymes, now bringing the applause.
This month, we're switching up our shout-out contest. We're accepting video submissions of students explaining how they're celebrating Black History Month. Keep it quick, just 1 or 2 sentences, and we'll pick our favorites to be featured in a Weekend Rap video this month. So, how are you celebrating Black History Month?
The next announcement will be in both English and Espanol.
There is still room for Arts Academy classes, cooking in culinary arts and art and gardening, drumline and more.
Aún hay espacio en la clase de artes de academia, cocinando en artes de culinaria, artes y jardinería, línea de tambores y más.
Oh, speaking of our new drumline classes, you do not need to be experienced drummer. Come check it out. They meet on Tuesdays from 3 to 5 p.m. in the music room.
Hablando de nuestra clase nueva de línea de tambores, no necesitan tener experiencia tocando los tambores. Vengan y conozcan un poco más de la clase. Se reúnen los martes de las 3 a 5 de la tarde en nuestro cuarto de música.
The annual Brentford Pancake Breakfast fundraiser is this Sunday, March 1st, from 8:30 to 10 in the cafeteria.
El desayuno de recaudar fondos anual de Pancakes de Brantford tomará a cabo este domingo 1 de marzo de las 8:30 de la mañana hasta 10 de la mañana en la cafetería de la escuela.
The cost is $7 for all you can eat. You will also get to enjoy our own Brantford bands and choir.
El costo es de $7 y pueden comer todo lo que gusten. También podrán disfrutar de nuestra propia banda y coro escolar.
There will be a family math night tomorrow from 5:30 to 8. The evening will be conducted in Spanish. All are welcome.
Habrá una noche familiar de matemática mañana a las 5:30 de la tarde hasta las 8 de la tarde. El evento tomará a cabo en español. Todos son bienvenidos.
Did you know that you can buy a yearbook for only $15? This week, this is your chance for $15 yearbooks. The next week, they will go up $20. Bring your cash or check to the office now.
¿Sabías que ya puedes comprar un anuario escolar solo por $15? Esta es la única semana que lo puedes comprar por solo $15 y la semana que viene van a subir a $20. Por favor, traigan efectivo o un cheque en la oficina.
Pledge Drive News.
En noticias de la promesa escolar.
Week 3 collected collection total was $3,770, which brings our total to $9,095. We are a little more than 2/3 towards our goal of 14,000.
Durante la tercera semana se colectó un total de $3,770, lo cual nos sube al total de $9,095. Estamos arriba de los 2/3 hacia nuestra meta de $14,000.
The teachers in lead for the class competitions are Mr. Norman and Miss Baginski.
Los maestros en primer lugar para las competencias de clase son Mr. Norman y Miss Baginski.
We are entering our final week of pledge drive, so please return your forms and or donations online.
Estamos entrando en nuestra última semana de la promesa escolar. Por favor, entreguen sus formularios o donen en línea.
This week's prizes are $25 gift cards to Cinelex movie theaters. Let's pull some names.
El premio de esta semana es una tarjeta de regalo de $25 para el cine Cinelux. Hay que sacar unos nombres.
You can go see the new Sonic the Hedgehog movie or something.
I get that feeling. Oh, wait,
Okay. So, congratulations to Noah Nakawaza Hewitt and Natalie White from Miss Moen and Miss Baginski. You both get a Cinelex movie theater gift card. Woohoo! And Natalie White's in here. Congrats, Natalie.
Remember, you don't need to collect money to participate. All you have to do is get your pledge drive form signed and turned in. If there's money in it, that's even better.
Recuerden, no necesitan colectar dinero para participar. Lo único que tienen que hacer es entregar su forma firmada de promesa. Si hay dinero, mucho mejor.
Tune in for next week for updates on class competition and more prize drawings.
Nos vemos la semana que viene para la información de la competencia de clases y más premios.
Adiós, Mariana.
Bye. In sports news, wrestling and flag football practice today from 3:15 to 5.
B40 girls volleyball teams have games today.
8th graders play at 4 p.m. At 4.
7th graders play at 5 p.m.
And 6th graders white 6 at SLV Middle School.
The 6th grade red team plays at Shoreline at 6.
In library news, it took a while, but we finally have our first set of results from the reading boss battle.
All 3 of Miss Thompson's 8th grade core classes are in the top 3. Core 5-6 is in the lead with almost 11 books per person, English 4 with almost 10 books per person, and Core 1-2 with almost 9 books per person. Congrats, Miss Thompson.
Yay.
Miss G is coming for you.
In 4th place, Miss Baginski's 7th grade core 4-5 has read an average of 7.7 books.
In 5th place, Mr. Norman's 6th grade core 1-2 has an average of 7.47 books read.
To see your class average, check the poster in the entryway windows at the library.
Our next check-in date is this Friday, so keep reading and getting your square stamped. Yay!
Remember, you don't need to tell any staff member on campus about the book you finished in order to get a square signed off.
You could even tell Mr. O'Brien. But wait, there's even more library news because the 2nd annual Battle of the Books begins this week. This is the trophy that we won last year. Check out this video for more information.
It's the 2nd annual Battle of the Books, another battle. Do you have what it takes to win this competition? What is it, you may ask? It is a trivia competition focused on 10 specific titles. Some of them you may have heard about. Some of them you may even have already read. How do you participate? All you have to do is form a team of up to 4 people, read all of the books, and become an expert. If you don't have a team, you can still sign up and we can form a super team for you. Why should you play? Well, fame, glory, a big pink box of donuts per each winning team, and a mile pass for each winner. And when is it? Part 1 will be on a Tuesday at lunch in the library. B40 teams, all of them. The winning team takes on Mission Hill at Mission Hill the very next day. We have the trophy now, and let's keep it where it belongs, here in our trophy room. This year's books are The Distance Between Us by Reina Grande, Born a Crime by Trevor Noah, Out of My Mind by Sharon Draper, Front Desk by Kelly Yang, Refugee by Alan Gratz, Scythe by Neil Schusterman, Crossover by Kwame Alexander, The Wild Robot by Peter Brown, Flying Lessons edited by Ellen O, and Ghost Boys by Jewel Parker Rhodes. So get a flyer from your core teacher on Wednesday, or you can see me in the library to sign up a team. No team, no problem. We can form super teams with individual and partner sign-ups, but please hurry, the deadline is this Friday.
If you're interested in forming a team and competing for fame, glory, donuts, and a mile pass, see Miss Books in the library or your friendly core teacher for a filler and sign-up sheet.
This just in, 4 new Reading Savages have just been stamped away. June Parvis, Mariah Davis, Mr. Norman, and Miss Peel. Congrats to you guys.
Yay.
So, in variety show news, stagehands and assistants meet in the library back room today at lunch. There will be snacks.
In club news,
Love snacks.
today at lunch, Ukulele Club meets in room 9. The GSA meets in the cooking room. Knitting Club meets at tables in the library.
We have our fearless leaders here with us on BTV this
Welcome.
morning. Hello,
Hi,
Mr.
good morning,
O'Brien.
guys. How are you guys?
Pretty good.
Good to see you all. I've got some golden tickets to draw.
So much fun.
I'm also very excited because Giselle chose to have lunch with me today. She won with a golden ticket, so she chose
Wow.
lunch. She chose Taqueria Vallarta, so I'm bringing
Pretty
burritos
fun.
for her and I and Carlina. So yay, Giselle. That's one of the things you can choose if you your name is drawn.
Where
so
do
that's
you
exciting.
eat lunch with the principal? In your office?
In my office, we turn on music, rock out, close the doors, turn up the volume, and
Lovely.
eat good food of the
Blessed
student's
and Black
choice.
Sabbath?
Probably not Sabbath today, but we'll see. Depends on what the kids want to listen to. So, yeah. Also, I brought with me a counseling referral form. I want to say that students are being honorable and sensible by referring themselves or others. Remember that you can always, if you need someone to talk to, or a friend needs someone to talk to, you can refer them to see Miss Garcia, Miss Steps, or somebody else on campus by dropping one of these in the box in the library or also in the counseling hall in the office. So I'm glad to see that people are using those.
Pretty awesome resource.
And I hope you heard this morning just one other thing on the announcements that there's something going on. Seems like 6th and 7th grade boys, but maybe that's not exclusive to that. But hats being taken, flipped, and stolen. And it's not okay because some kids don't want it. They don't want their stuff touched. They don't want their things taken, flipped off. So I'm just asking everybody, please don't touch other people's stuff, their bodies, their beings, their hats, okay? That would be really helpful. All right, so shoot, why don't you grab one?
Let's see.
Daphne's digging deep.
Taking my hand way in there. I'll
Digging deep.
fold it up.
Way back.
Oh, very folded
Miguel,
up.
why don't you grab one too while she's
Okay.
grabbing that?
Okie dokie. So, Mrs. W caught Genesis. I'm not sure what she was being, but good
All
job.
right, that's Mrs.
that
Wright
felt
and
that.
Hennessis. Good job,
Yeah,
Mrs.
great
Okay,
job.
this
That a
one's
girl,
folded
so
as
she
well.
wins something. What do you got, Miguel?
What is it? Isa caught.
Missy Kaza. It's Giselle Rocha.
Yeah.
Giselle Rocha.
Okay, Evie said, se compromete a sus trabajos. She's very dedicated to her work. Good job, Giselle.
Good job. And also, again, Mrs. Wright caught Perla Romero. Great kid.
Oh, yay.
Being generally awesome. So good job, Perla.
Yeah.
All right.
Here are your tickets.
All right. So thanks a lot.
There you go.
Come on in if you
Great.
want and pick a prize. Maybe lunch with Miss Spires or a hat or something else cool. Thanks a bunch.
Yay.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay.
Hey, it's the produce guy.
Hi, Mr.
Yay.
Hedgecock.
Hey.
This is my favorite food. What we got today?
Produce is your favorite food?
I eat a lot of fruit.
All right, outstanding.
Carrots.
So, hold these. So I got Kate here to back me up. If I come in any, if if I get stuck. First off, Elite Bees. We have a few students that have checked off several of these. Hudsey Cohen and Tyson
Good job,
Blasky.
Hudzy. Hudzy's in the studio.
I'm not in the studio. Oh my goodness. So
Hudzy.
I don't know how many each of these kids has knocked off, but several. We're still looking for the first Elite Bee of the year. Also, I had the good fortune of going to the wrestling match to watch our students decimate Shoreline. That was fantastic. Liz was heroic. Jonah and Zeke played vital roles in the victory. And the one that I was most dazzled by was Gavin Valadez. This guy, once again, close to getting pinned, and bam! Smacks that Shoreline kid on
Our
his
wrestling
back
team's
with
doing
like
very
1 second.
well.
Oh, they're dominant. And they're taking on New Brighton on Thursday. And 7th grade girls volleyball, I watched them destroy some other team. So much destruction. Brain Battle is happening this Friday. And you might be thinking, what are the categories? Miguel, what's a category you'd like to see there? Any category you know something about? You're going to say something so I can write something
Brant's
down.
40.
Brant's of 40. All right, one of the
that's the first
categories is
thing.
going to be Brant's 40. Daphne, what's another
Buffy
category?
the Vampire Slayer.
Sure, why not? All right, we got Buffy.
I can tell you all the lyrics to season 6, episode 17, Once More With Feeling. That's the musical episode.
Oh, good.
my
good-
favorite episode.
Good to know, Daphne. And
Other
what's
than
another
Buffy versus
category we should
Dracula.
have?
Roller derby.
Roller
Derby.
derby. Okay, so these are categories. And if you think, hey, here's a category I would know something about. So far, we've got Buffy, B40, and roller derby. Last week, team that Kate frequently participates on could not win. They were down a Hudsey, and they came in third. But Matthew Salas's team, they were dominant. So show up and win big on Friday. Now it's time for B40 Middle School Produce Extravaganza. Today's contest in honor of Black History Month is called Walk Into First. And you are either playing for a Kiwi, an Australian, a German, or, what's that say over there? A shrub.
Ooh,
What are you hoping for?
shrubs. I'm named
Shrub?
after a shrub.
Yeah. Shrub. All right. So you are, in fact, playing for
Kiwi.
delicious, savory kiwi. And, like I said, in honor of Black History Month, walking to first, these are a couple athletes that I watched play in my youth. A couple of the best baseball players ever. It says, what Major League Baseball players have the most walks in their batting careers? Not which
Wow.
pitchers walked a ton of people. As batters, these two folks
had
are
the most
first and
walks?
second in the career walks category. So you're going to get that. You bring it to Marina. You go, here's the person with the most walks. Here's the person with the second walks. And before you know it, you'll be shoving your face full of kiwi.
You can eat the skin on those too.
Some people eat the skin. Daphne has been known to gobble
don't.
down just the skin
I eat
and
anything.
spit out the inside. Oh, and Kate, what do we need to announce here, Kate? What's coming up?
On March 13th, there's going to be a dodgeball palooza.
And what happens at a dodgeball palooza, Kate Brandon?
There's going to be pizza, music, laser lights, foam ball violence, and dance contest.
Would you say it's going to be epic?
Yeah.
Are you looking forward to getting hit with a dodgeball?
No.
No. How about
Well,
going
I'm
with a
going
dodgeball?
to be happy to be there.
Yeah. So there's like disco ball. It's amazing. So much fun.
It has a bunch of
We're the
We
only.
might be able to get dodgeballs that glow.
We might be
up.
able to. We're the
Wow.
only school in the state
Cover 'em in
that I'm aware
uranium.
of authorized to have a dodgeball
No, it's like
palooza. So be there March 13th. Thanks.
Woo!
Bye.
Bye. Have a great day. So, in the month of February, we celebrate both Black History and Black Futures Month by recognizing and honoring the contributions that Black Americans have made in every aspect of American society.
Sadly, Katherine Johnson, NASA mathematician and tone of incredible woman who inspired the film Hidden Figures, died yesterday at age 101. We will show this video in her memory.
Lost in history, we found the unsung heroes whose story wasn't told, but who shaped the globe, like Katherine Johnson.
She was born without a silver spoon, West Virginia mountain town, 1918, that's the year she touched the ground. A black girl, born at a time when girls weren't prized for their minds, and black folk had to fight to survive under segregation laws that white folk had devised. And though there were many obstacles in her path, Katherine Johnson didn't let them hold her back. She was drawn to numbers and mastered math, and took hard classes for the fastest track to college. She enrolled at age 15. When she graduated, what would she be? Meanwhile, a program had been created that would lead to the dream of space exploration. This was before computers had silicon chips. Computers back then had a pulse in their wrists. These women at NASA crunched numbers non-stop. Without them, the engineers couldn't do their jobs. Then war broke out, men saw it firsthand, and job discrimination was banned. So black women like Katherine joined NASA, though segregation split the group in half. Different bathrooms, cafeterias, workspace, unequal treatment hurt in the worst way.
She wrote the book, she paved the way, she made the motto. She looked up at the moon and then asked us to follow. We fly so high, so on the ground. Our unsung heroes, I can see that.
Johnson was inquisitive, always asked why. In the face of barriers, her dream didn't die. She never gave in, no, she wouldn't relent. Though some meetings seem only for men, Johnson asked if there was a law against women attending them, and then she went. By 58, America was face to face with the Soviets in the Cold War race to space. The space race for Johnson especially, man, she was calculating rocket trajectories. The paths they take, doing it right, meant life or death for Alan Shepard's flight. He didn't orbit the Earth, but hey, he was the first American up in space. On John Glenn's first orbit of the Earth, they used an electronic computer to make it work. But John Glenn said, no, don't launch me yet. I want Katherine Johnson to double check. And when Neil Armstrong took a giant step for mankind, well, you can bet that Johnson did the calculations to get the Apollo 11 mission to the moon. This computer was doing what they thought she could never do. To me, that's incredible, and that's why I'm telling you.
She wrote the book, she paved the way, she made the motto. She looked up at the moon and then asked us to follow. We fly so high, so on the ground. Our unsung heroes, I can see. She wrote the book, she paved the way, she made the motto. She looked up at the moon and then asked us to follow. We fly so high, so on the ground. Our unsung heroes, I can see. She wrote the book, she paved the way, she made the motto. She looked up at the moon and then asked us to follow. We fly so high, on the ground. Our unsung heroes, I can see.
That's our show for today. Thanks for watching.
Be sensible
Be honorable.
and stay classy, Brand 40.